Mike Taylor News, welcome in. Batman, appreciate you guys joining. Also, Yate. The rain's been coming down lightly all day today here in Farmington, New Mexico. Douglas Fox, good evening. Look, it's not a cop watch, but I might end up into a cop watch, but so I'm gonna take you guys on a public tour. How's it live, y'all? Can you give me a 1 in the chat? It's clear. Audio. Thank you, Batman. Susanna, thank you. Taylor News. Yeah, I just want to take you guys on a ride. Show you Farmington. Start. Then another reason why I went live is, you know, you guys know I went to court. I ended up losing that court, and they sentenced me 1 year unsupervised probation, which the prosecutor was trying to throw the book at me. She wanted me to do a whole year in county and to have me stay away from public buildings. So that's the reason why I went live. I just wanted to see if I can get some support to pay my attorney. Well, I did put some money down for my attorney to really, I don't know who you are, Jam Lamb. Also, the prosecutor, yeah, she's a Farmington, New Mexico City attorney named Jennifer Brukel. Solo, welcome in. That's why I went live too, is to see if I can get some support to pay my attorney, Matthew Presby. And if you guys could, you know, support me cash wise, you know, anything would help right now. I'm sitting under my Indiana, can you put my Cash App up in the live? Appreciate you joining, Batman. This is the west side of Farmington. Farmington is not too big, actually. It's a small town. The roads are terrible. Yeah, if you guys could donate a little bit of cash, $1, a couple dollars, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, there's nothing going on right now, but Really, Mike Taylor, that's quite a bit of money. It's way down south, Solo. Really, Batman. I don't know if you guys know about that the shooting where the Farmington Police Department went to the wrong house and killed the guy in his front doorway. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but the other day the officers were not going to be charged at all for killing that guy. Did you, Solo? So, Solo, can you tell the people, the chat, what, you probably know a little more than I do. I just heard the other day, I've just been so busy working, coaching, but they got there was no wrongdoing on the police officer's part. They weren't charged with nothing. There's a lot more to that that shooting, killing Mr. Dotson in his doorway. I hear you, Mike Liz. Right, Massey Pressmate. Massey Pressmate, he goes to the local meetings here also. Right, Douglas Fox. Right. See, going up this hill right here is where the reservation starts, the Navajo Reservation. Up here on top of this hill. Where'd you hear that at, Pixie Sticks? I know the bootlickers are watching here. They admitted in court, even the prosecutor admitted in court that she watches my channel. All the officers watch my channel, and they're the biggest trolls on my channel. Northwood Press. Can you get my PayPal linked up in the live? Northwood Press. Guys, let me know how the live is. It's still clear. Oh, Dummy Kruger. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, even Audit the Audits couldn't stop my channel. I don't know, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are sub to Audit the Audits, but when I first started out, he tried to shut my channel down. Oklahoma Outlaw Audits, welcome in. But I got me an attorney, and I appealed it. So they got me an attorney to represent me, so that's all on freeze. Yeah, they're getting ahead of themselves, Pixie Sticks. I never seen you in my live, but they don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure that the police station is the one that let Dummy Kruger know, but I ain't worried about that bootlicking channel. They're watching my live right now. I don't know how many trolls, but I know they are the police officers, that the biggest trolls on my channel. They're watching now. Chopper, appreciate you joining. But it's all retaliation. I've been exposing. I don't know where you're coming with all this information, Pixie Sticks. You see these bootlicking channels, they don't know what they're talking about. They just try to make us channels that stand up for our rights look bad. And they don't actually know what's going on. They don't know the facts. Appreciate you joining Douglas Facts. See, up here is the Navajo Nation reservation line. Yeah, so I appealed it. Oh, I've answered your question. Just because I call it a bootlicking channel doesn't mean you kind of have to get offended. Sounds like you watch Dummy Kruger. I've never seen you in my life, Pixie Sticks. So I don't really know who you are. And yet the first thing that comes out of you is, I don't know where you're coming up with this information, but you're saying it's coming from a bootlicking channel. So don't get offended. Yeah. But there's a bunch of trolls here in this town because I'm exposing the corruption that's going on here. They're not professional. Look at all my videos. And that's what they're upset about. My real true subscribers understand what's going on in this town. That's what I've been exposing. See, this is where the housing is over. Where you see those lights, behind those lights over there is where the Navajo Housing Authority starts. So this is the reservation up here, Navajo Reservation. I'm not asking you to donate. What are you talking about? I don't need your money. Dixie Sticks. So this is the Navajo Reservation up here. This is where I turned around. And this is Farmington in the background there. It don't matter. It don't matter. Whatever you're comfortable with. See, this is Farmington, New Mexico. All that light, those lights down there. Never know, you might. I just went live to give you guys an update what's going on. I got me an attorney and it's appealed, and we'll see where it goes from here. That's why the other reason why I went live is to see if I can get some help from my supporters on my channel to donate a little bit of cash if they can. I answered your question, Pixie Sticks. Everybody else understands except you. Pixie Sticks is a little offended because I called Dummy Kruger's channel a bootlicking channel. Now Pixie Sticks is telling NH Mountain Girls, I'm telling everybody I don't need their help. I was talking to Pixie Sticks. You see how bootlickers talk? So that's Farmington all down there. RF. It's killing us softly. Welcome in. But I'll take you guys in a drive down through downtown Farmington also. Thank you for joining, RF. I was talking to you, Pixie Sticks. I never seen you on my channel, and you bring a bootlicking channel up in my live, so don't be spreading nonsense on my channel. Randall Boyer, welcome in. Indiana Otter, appreciate you joining. So, you know, that's why I went live, just to take you guys on a little drive. You guys can hear just how bad New Mexico roads are. Terrible. Oklahoma. She's joining. So this, on top of this bluff here, is where the reservation starts. The Navajo Reservation. King George Wallen, glad to see you here. You guys put King George Wallen's link in the live. Hey, King George, man, I appreciate your strong support starting up at the girls' tournament, man. Appreciate that. That was great of you, King George. Really appreciate that, you know. King George, I went to Phoenix this past weekend. Almost got to meet with Westside, girl with the camera, surreal camera, Tapatio's Cop Watch. Tippy against police violence. But man, it was surprising that King George, we got a hold of each other, and he said he was going to come and support the girls, and sure enough, he showed up. Showed him rooting on the Wildcats down there. I think we were the only team out of New Mexico here, representing New Mexico. See, this is what the public servants here don't understand. They do good things for the community. I work, you know. I keep myself positive. And them charging me with criminal trespass, that was all retaliation, because I've been exposing, like I said, I've been exposing them. And they don't like it. I can't make them look good or bad in front of the camera, but most of my videos have been, they've been acting unprofessional. You guys seen it, and that's what, you know. If they would just act professional, be transparent and accountable, and be like they should be professional. That's what we paid them to be. Serve and protect the public. So yeah, this is Farmington down here. But back to the guy that the Farmington police officers department that went and shot him in the front doorway, shot him dead. They're not going to be charged, yeah. So, but you know, they're hiding a lot of stuff that they're not telling you guys about that shooting. And I know the bootlickers are listening and watching. The cops are watching and listening. There was a double homicide at a salvage yard here, local salvage yard. Here in Farmington, the night before they killed Mr. Dutson. The night before they killed Mr. Dutson, there was a double homicide at a local salvage yard here. I guess the guy that was caught inside the salvage yard, I don't know what he was doing, but they caught him in there. And the two employees that worked there that caught him there, the guy went and killed both of the employees. I guess he had a gun. And the night after this happened is when they killed Mr. Dutson. See, Mr. Dutson used to work up there at that salvage yard. He used to be employed at that salvage yard. So I'm finding out there's a connection about that double homicide and Mr. Dutson working up there. Like I said, he used to work up there. So we're pretty sure Mr. Dutson knew something about that double shooting that happened at the salvage yard up there. And the police officers didn't want him getting that word out to the public. So all that about that going to the wrong address, they lying to you guys. Joshua, alone, thank you. They're lying to the public. They even lied on the report the day that the staters lied about the report on that shooting. They said that the officers went there. They got a phone call of a domestic dispute, and they were given that address. So they even knew that was the wrong address. One of the officers that was trying to tell them that's not the right address. And I do have the body cams of all the officers that were there. I requested the body cams. I've had them for a while after that incident happened. But they went to the right address because I know they knew Mr. Dutson knew something about that double homicide. So I know Mr. Dutson knew something, so they went to the right address. They're just lying to the public. And he knew. What I'm finding out is Mr. Dutson knew something that the police officers didn't want him to get out to the public. Yeah, Randall Boyer. They went to the right house. They went to the right house. So, like I said, they're watching, they're listening. If they're not watching and listening, they're gonna leave comments on my channel. A lot of corruption here going on here, going to New Mexico. What I'm exposing is just the icing on top. It's deeper than this. Deep corruption going on here. I get info from local supporters from here. Thank you, King George. Appreciate that. You know, so. But that's what I heard on the news, that the officers aren't going to be charged. Of course, they're not going to be charged. We already know that. Yeah, if you guys please go support King George Wallen. He's a native brother out of Arizona, and he does cop watching there in Phoenix. And I was very honored to meet him as a Native American myself, and this is the first time I met him in person, and really good guy, man. Came to as much as I can on my busy schedule. Why you say that, Joshua? Right, homegrown. This is Main Street here in Farmington, New Mexico. This is west side of town. Call this West Main here. Yeah, if you guys please get King George Wallen's up in the live and go support his channel. Appreciate it if you guys do. He does the same thing I do here as all of us 1A, but I think he's more or less a cop watcher is what he is. Yeah, so Lucky Laptop dudes, welcome in. This is where, if you guys were on my live the other day, when Press for Transparency had that George Bush mask on, this is where we were walking around downtown here. Back at you, King George. Yeah, go support Indiana Auditor. Homegrown. All you guys that support one another. Never know. Might run into a cop watch. Yeah, giving you guys a ride on my iron horse. Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. You guys go support Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. You know, he's got his own channel over there, and I've been to a couple of his lives, and he's got a good channel going. Northwood Press, NH Mountain Girl, go support them. They got a panel that they have that you can jump on and just have a good time at times and have a good decent conversation there also. Yeah, this past weekend they were pulling people over left and right. That's what I noticed here in Farmington, New Mexico. Oh, Alana and Nate Be Gay. I'm just cruising around out here in Farmington, New Mexico, giving my supporters a public tour, and at the same time trying to ask for some support. Donate for my attorney, because I went and appealed my sentence, my charge that they gave me. They actually charged me with a criminal trespass at Brookside Park, which there was no criminal intent at all. The jurisdiction's messed up too. We got the city attorney Jennifer Brukel, the city as the prosecutor, the judge, a former police officer, 20 years before he came to permanent judge here for the municipal courts. More or less like retaliation. They just don't like being held accountable, transparent. Joe Martinez, welcome in. Yeah, they're watching my live. They're subscribed. They want to know 4 corners every move. If they're not watching, they are gonna watch. Got a bunch of trolls here, bootlicking trolls, and they are the police officers themselves. Wasn't surprising, but at court they admitted they watched my channel. Just because they're curious, they say. Yeah, so if you guys can donate a little bit of money, don't have to be much, just a few dollars. Every dollar all adds up. So Justice 13 full. NH Mountain Girl, can you throw the Cash App up there and the PayPal? Appreciate that, NH Mountain Girl. Right, Douglas Fox, exactly. What's up, Generally Specific? And then about, I think a couple months later, they had that the mass shooting. After that, going to the wrong house and killing Mr. Dutson in his doorway. A couple months later, they had a mass shooting. The young male went on a shooting spree down a local street here in Farmington. I think he killed about 3 people, I think it was, and injured an officer. Well, they were getting major criticism for killing that man in the national news. It was nationwide. All the news was here from New York Times, and that's when me and Press for Transparency, we went to that conference, the mass shooting conference, a few days later, and they wouldn't let us into that mass shooting conference either as press. Desert Goat, welcome in. Stacy, how you doing? Appreciate you guys joining. Yeah, they violated our civil rights, not letting us go into that mass shooting conference neither. Oh, I'm just cruising around, Stacy, just taking these my supporters on a cruise. Never know, might end up into a cop watch. But you know, I'm trying to get some support cash wise to pay my attorney. I went and appealed my sentence and got myself an attorney. That's another reason why I went live, so I can get some support. If you guys can, a few bucks will help. We got one right here. See where this officer's going. Sleepy boy, come in. Lenny Cunningham. This is pretty much the east side of Farmington. It's not that big, guys. Farmington, New Mexico. Yeah, so the trolls are giving out, telling everybody I have to do 90 days in jail. Then there's a year probation. They don't even know the facts in there, so they're saying on my channel too. Oh yeah, Stacy. Yeah, but you know how bad Farmington is. It's just not Farmington, it's everywhere. Couldn't believe when I heard it the other day. Oh yeah, you're correct on that, Douglas. Very correct. Might have seen a few officers down here. Sure. Let's get around here. Right here, we got a cop watch, y'all. We got a cop watch. Light turned on or anything, but we got a cop watch. I knew I seen him. I don't know what happened, but we'll find out. SOS, appreciate you joining. Okay, we got a fender bender. Joshua Balone. Really, Stacy? You're off and on here in Farmington, huh? You know, I hate wrong, girl. Really homegrown. A little cool out here tonight. See the hood there, front end. Really SOS. That's about another almost 250 miles from here, south of here. I see Stacy. So nobody was seriously injured. I'm not sure which one, Lenny. I didn't even, the guy in the car, I didn't even notice. Oh, they're all rude. There's a few of them that are nice, but still don't trust them. There's a Navajo cop, what was his name? T. Johnson, that came up to me a couple times, and all he was doing was just trying to distract helping the other cop. He knew all the elements because he was watching my channel. Well, that's a good thing about that T. Johnson. He said that he learned the 5 elements off of my channel. Yeah, the cops are bad here. Sleepy Boy, watch my channel. Go back. I don't know how many videos you can go back, but right, SOS. Hopefully my 3rd year doing this, and only knew one other cop that knew the 5 elements, so that mixed with T. Johnson too. But other than that, you know, it starts with the chief, starts with the mayor. They're all corrupt. They've been having presentations about me. Instead of having presentations about me, they should be having presentations about the First Amendment. Right, SOS. Really, and it's not drill. a lot of people that wear scrubs around here because a lot of home caretakers. They have a lot of people that do home caretaking. A lot of the girls I coach, their parents always see them wear scrubs because they say they do home caretaking. Yeah, this is the east side of town pretty much. Yeah, I've been having the local trolls here jumping on my channel, and they're upset because I'm still going, exposing what's going on here. And that's their whole that's what they're conspiring on me about. They don't want me to they're trying to stop me from doing this. They want to stop me from doing this. Right, you're correct on that again, Stacy. Actually, my window. Northern Corruption Monitor, come in. NH Mountain Girl, can you get a SOS, Stacy, and Northern Corruption's linked in the live? Appreciate it. Thank you, moderators. Appreciate you guys. I said I give you guys the wrenches to help support the channel, put up links. I'll wash my window down a little bit. Car's a res car. I have to put water on my window because my buzzer don't work no more. Yeah, you guys don't know who Northern Corruption Monitor is, you know. He's from Alaska. I support his channel. Yeah, Northern Corruption. I just went live to take everybody for a ride, a little tour around Farmington, New Mexico. This is a mall, but it's a real small mall here. You see JCPenney's. Xfinity there, Dillard's. Yeah, I just went live to take everybody on a little tour of Farmington. Have a ride along with me and trying to raise a little funds to pay my attorney. Yeah, this town is pretty bad. The public service are pretty bad. EJ74, are you in the chat? Welcome in. Yeah, you guys go check out EJ74's channel. He builds his own little, I think he said it's the second airplane that he built, which is pretty cool. And he plays some electric guitar. J74, yeah, welcome in, man. Always appreciate your support. Happy Fuck the Pigs Day. yeah, I had to make a decision this past weekend. This past week, yeah, it'd be nice to win it. Tristan Miller, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Just taking you guys for a ride along and just asking for little donations to help pay my attorney. Right, yeah, it'll be another win for us. Correct. Yeah, I had to make a hard decision there. It wasn't a very easy decision, but I made the decision to keep fighting. And that's the thing that this town wanted me to do, just curl up in the ball and give up. This is the thing they're trying to do. I was telling the chat earlier, they're trying to stop me from doing this, filming them. The prosecutor is trying to tell the judge that let me do 1 year in county jail. Yeah, they make it seem like I really did something bad. And I was just exercising my right at the park. You know, she made it seem like I hurt somebody. Oh, that's the way she made it seem when she was trying to tell the judge that let her do a whole year in county. JD Morales, welcome in. Where's this at motivation? Really? Well, yeah, this is what, for the record, you know, kind of taught me is they shouldn't have qualified immunity at all. If you're gonna become a law officer, you should know the law, and you shouldn't be, as a law officer, you shouldn't be breaking the law at all by violating somebody's rights. You know, that's they know they're not supposed to, but they still do, and that's the reason why they shouldn't have qualified immunity. That's just an excuse because they know they're gonna violate your rights. Appreciate you guys joining the chat. Well, that's the main reason why I went live, is to let you guys know just need some help. With funds on my attorney, so appreciate you guys if you can donate whatever you can. The trolls are watching. The local police officers, they're watching. I know they are. You guys get a JD Morales is a link in the live. Moderators. Chuck Bronson, welcome in. Taking everybody on the ride along, Chuck Bronson. On top of that, just trying to ask for a little donation for my attorney. Had a small little cop watch back there, just a little car that got front end damage. A little front end damage, nothing major. Bronson in the house. Really, EJ, let's just say. And I really do appreciate you guys, you know, just supporting my channel. You know, that means a lot to me too. I know you guys are watching. Thing is, they've been doing it their way, making their little laws and their own policies here. They've been doing it so long that even when I film them, they still do it. I say in my town, but it's pretty much everywhere. What are you worried about my windshield for, Leon Wade? Come in here and tell people what to do. Lenny Cunningham, get your LinkedIn live. Bootlickers, they don't understand, but they bring the algorithm, helps the channel. Right, EJ? Well, I'm not in Chicago. Pretty much everybody's windshield's cracked here in Arlington, New Mexico. Sci-fi, welcome in. You guys get moderators get Sci-Fi's LinkedIn Live. Yeah, I've been what, a little over a year now. I've been driving around with a cracked windshield. The police officers really wanted me to They pull me over. They know my vehicle. They know my license plate number. They know where I live. They know where I work. Hell, they probably know when I take a shit. Appreciate you laying on the way. That sucks, EJ. Yeah, I went and last year I went and dropped my laptop. And there for a while, you know, I thought my volume wouldn't work. I was like, oh man. I thought I was gonna have to take it into a technician to get that fixed. But a couple weeks later, I turned it on, I tried it again, and luckily the volume came back on. Oh yeah. Really? That sucks. NH Mountain Hill. Pretty cool sci-fi. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens here in New Mexico, crime-wise, but they just don't let the public know. They like sweeping a lot of it under the rug here. See this light on this flashing blue and red light? This used to get me every time. They had that up for about 3 months now. I used to think it was police pulling somebody over. Yeah, next weekend I'll probably end up going back out to the reservation to help Genuine Sterling. He said he invested in some silver too. You want to get some more content out for his silver work. And you get a Genuine Sterling's linked in life. And each one, girl, appreciate it. Did you get Northwood's Press's linked in life? Yeah. Yeah, Leon Wade, no transparency, no accountability here in this town. And the chief, I've asked him, I don't know, about 4 times what the 5 freedoms are under the First Amendment. Doesn't know it, always makes an excuse. He said they're having presentations about me about I don't know how many times a week. I think at least 2. Every time a lot of these officers, these public servants, when I come up to them and try to ask them a question, they tell me they can't, they don't have to answer any, only if it's an emergency they can talk to me. Thank you, JD Morales, I understand. Enjoy. The lead sheriff, Shane Ferrari, he loves that thin blue line. He's unconstitutional himself. Last year he went and shot a dog too. I was wondering what kind of dog it was. It was seemed like the dog wasn't even vicious or nothing. All he could have done was kicked at it or something, but he pulled his gun out and shot the dog. Really sci-fi. That's good to know. I think I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys got a little bit of, or half, or 75%, or even a full-blooded Native American. See, on my CIB it says I'm full-blooded Navajo. Certificate of Indian blood. Reswatch, welcome in. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that. He owns 2 morgues here too. Shane Ferrari. These guys don't own their own businesses. They're all involved with the police department. Yeah, then a couple years back, my mom's brother told me that he did a little bit of searching into our history, and he said he always, when he was a kid, he remembered Sonia G. Welcome in. Really, Leon Wade? Ah, got you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Rick D, he supported my channel, what, a month ago? Over at the Navajo Nation. You have a channel, Leon Wade? Sonia G, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Here in Farmington, New Mexico. Those of you that are just joining, just took everybody for a ride along, and at the same time just asking for a little support donation to pay my attorney. I went and appealed my my sentence, what they sentenced me with. So it was 90 days time served. I thought I did two days in county, but the judge told me it was actually 3 days. So 87 days plus 3 days time served, well, with unsupervised probation. but I peeled it. All right, I had an uncle that used to do the same thing. XXGO. You guys get XXGO's Linked to the Life? Go support XXGO. He's out there fighting for our freedoms too. Yeah, my uncle was telling me that he remembered my mom's father was a medicine man, a Navajo medicine man. Then he worked for his community too. He was a council delegate. Same thing with my dad's side. His father used to work for the community as a leader. Then my father, he used to be a leader for our community about over 20 years ago. So they say that a lot of these people that were in leadership on the Navajo Nation, they were pretty much medicine men too. Gotcha, Leon Wade. Well, they can start subbing now. Lenny, can you get Leon Wade's Linked to the Life? Yeah, but my uncle said that he remember when they used to do ceremonies back at the house when he was a kid, that he noticed that there was Pablo medicine man that used to come to the ceremonies, these healing ceremonies, and he said he always wondered why. And so what he found out is that my mother's father, like I said, he was a medicine man, and come to find out that the reason why these Pueblos are a different tribe, the Pueblo Indians from Navajos, but they're a smaller tribe, but they're in smaller groups, and they got their own language, and they got their own ceremonies, their own traditional ways. But come to find out, my grandfather, my mom's father, was half Jemez Pueblo. So I've got a little bit of a Jemez Pueblo in my blood. Not much, but have a good night, Leo. I mean, XGO. Looks like a quiet night tonight here, Friday night here in Farmington. Last weekend they were pulling people over. So when I was with Press for Transparency. Yeah, my grandma was very traditional. At the same time, she believed in sending her kids to Christian school. She sent me to Sunday school, and my grandma kind of raised me there for a while on my dad's side, so that's how I learned how to speak Navajo, because she was illiterate. The only word she'd know was yes and no. And I got a good taste of the reservation life. I went to boarding school there for a while. Let's see. So those were the days when I grew up. It was nice, peaceful, and quiet out where I was raised on the reservation. That's probably the reason why I try to stay as humble as I can. When I started all this, I was never really a person that would, I think I'm not a really good speaker, but like to talk to my audience like this. And Maria Alvarez, welcome in. You're still native in that way, Lenny. You guys go check each other's channels out. Support Maria Alvarez. Yeah, when I was growing up with my grandmother, she used to have the Navajo station talking about the news in Navajo. We go down to the sheep corral early in the morning. Well, she'd get us up early in the morning before the sun would come arise from over the mountains. Even before the sun would come out. And she would take us outside, and she'd get a washcloth and tell us to go look out to the east, wake up, wipe our face down in the washcloth, and get ready. On school days, so she would do. Then on weekends, we would help her with livestock. I remember at one time she had about a little over 300 heads of sheep. She had horses, she had pigs, she had chickens, cows. Yeah. My playground was the hay house, the sheep corral, the horse corral, the shed house, the abandoned cars my uncles, my aunts, and my dad used to bring back from where they work, and they wouldn't run no more. It was quiet out there. Every now and then you would hear an airplane flying over, or either that or my grandma always had a bell on the sheep. You hear the bell ringing to know where the sheep are at. Oh yeah, sci-fi. Yeah, that's what. It's like nobody should be claiming this is my property. Well, you know, we can have our own space, but you know, the main reason why God created this earth is for us to take care of it. Take care of one another. Support one another. Be happy while we're doing it. Well, there's going to be down times. Life is not perfect, but we learn from all that. You know, like the elders said, you know, that they knew that there was going to be an America, and they knew it was going to come and go. And so what generation would we see America in its dying times? So, you know, and it seems like the days are here to where America is failing. I'm not saying it in a harsh way, but you know, we have to speak the truth at times, and so it comes back down to, you know, we can't depend on America if it's going to be coming to this situation about what we're going through as the 1A community that are fighting for our rights. It's not going to be to the point to where we can depend on America no more. It's going to come back down to we're going to have to depend on our own selves, on our own survival. But if we unite, come together, we're stronger. Don't matter what color you are, you know, what race you are. It's not about race, you know, we all bleed the same. It's just that we all have to be one. Stand together. Divided we fall. So yeah, thank you, Lenny. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, the other reason why I went live with the ride along here is just need some assistance with the supporting, with a little bit of money. If you guys can donate, anything helps. $1, $2. I wouldn't appeal my sentencing, what I was sentenced with. So I went got myself an attorney, and so we'll see how it ends up. It was a decision I had to make this past weekend. Oh yeah. It's like I said, just tell them that's what they want me to do. Yeah, I went to court. I faced them. It's like me against the whole town of they're all corrupt here. But I lost. I admit it. But I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a degree. But I want to show them that I'm still gonna stand up for my rights, anyways. I had a good case, but I just couldn't represent myself well. Yeah, Lenny, that's why I put people were saying that they weren't they don't like Cash App, so last night I had to go and set up PayPal. And I appreciate you guys that have donated. I really do. It helps out a lot. And I just gotta keep praying that I stay strong, keep up the good fight. Yeah, that's what this town is trying to do. The public servants here, they're trying to shut me down. Oh yeah, but I've got local supporters that they even showed up at my even with you guys. Like I said, you guys supported my channel. It just feels good when you got supporters on your channel that understand what's going on here. That's the main reason why I started this, because I wanted to let you guys know what's going on in this town with our public servants. They're very unconstitutional. They've been violating a lot of especially the Native Americans. They know the Native Americans don't know their rights here. That's what they take advantage of. It's all about, like he said earlier, I forgot who said, it's all about money, power. They're so used to it. Yeah, but I'm gonna stand my ground. That's what I've been telling them. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for a long time. A long time. Thank you, NH Mountain Girl. I'm gonna end my live here in about another 5 minutes. So yeah, that's the reason why I went live, everybody, just to see if I can take you guys on a little ride along, show you a bit of Farmington at night. Thank you, Marie. Alvarez. Thank you, Leon Wade. Thank you. Right on, Gio. You're always out there, find a good fight yourself. You stay strong also, Gio. Yeah, I'm sorry if I haven't been coming into you guys' lives, So many of us that are out there standing up for our rights, and plus on top of that, at work, I try to jump into lives when I'm working and listen in. Then I coach the youth here. I've been coaching, this will be my 9th year coaching the underhand fast pitch. Started off with 8U, now we're all the way up to 14U. Right, NH Mountain Girl. Then try to keep these guys, our public officials here, transparent and accountable. 3 years, and Not really much of a change, but hopefully one day they'll snap. Not really depending on it, but there goes one right there. Thank you, Leon Wade. Yeah, I appreciate what what all of us do in our own towns, state, pretty much other countries also. Northern Corruption's been going through a rough time up there with the system up there too, the public system. I've been lucky enough to get James Freeman to help me at one time, which was real surprising. Got to meet Rick D. Rick D's been helpful. My channel too, and pretty much everybody. I try to like helping the smaller channels. I try to support the smaller channels also. Like I played sports, and I know how it feels when you lose. We're a very good team, so I'm a type that roots for the underdogs. Just in the air around the board, you got that. Right, John Hobbs. Yeah, that's where he was a big help on that City Hall, when they put up unlawful signs inside City Hall, and that's the prosecutor that did that, the one that prosecuted me in this case. And she wanted that criminal trespass to stick, and she dropped the concealing identity and resisting arrest, but she wanted that criminal trespass. That Jennifer Brukel, she was the prosecutor in this case. It's all retaliation. That's what it is. But she had no choice but to, like James Freeman said, backpedal, because they knew that if they go through with the charges, there was a lawsuit coming in. That's when James Freeman helped me out with the civil rights attorney. But he said that since they backpedaled, he can't really do nothing. Thank you, Randall Boyer. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end my live here. Appreciate you guys joining. Those of you who support it and donate it, and that would be major help to help pay my attorney fee. NH Mountain Girl, Randall Boyer, Oklahoma Outlaw Audits, John Hobbs, Ray Alvarez, XXGeo, Leon Wade. Appreciate you being a new subscriber. Sci-Fi, Lenny. Appreciate you guys all joining, supporting. Got a small cop watch there, but nothing major. Maybe tomorrow I'll see if I can go and do some cop watching. Sonia G. Alright, y'all have a good night. Again, thank you guys for your support. Just even being a subscriber, that gives me a lot of confidence. And that's my whole goal about this, was just getting the real news out to you guys about what's going on here in Farmington, New Mexico, because they've just been hiding a lot of stuff and violating people's rights here, the citizens, the public. What's press? Woo woo. Right on Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. Right on Leon Wade. Appreciate you calling me brother. You guys are all my brothers and sisters. My white brothers, my, what do you call that, brown brothers, Scottish brothers, Italian brothers, backwoods brothers, sisters. All right, guys, I'm out.